Hi. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Xiamen Wanda Diamond League live stream watch party, where we're going to enjoy the first, leg of the Diamond League this 2024 season. I'm excited. Finally, we're getting to see, the big guns in action. Yeah, and finally, yeah, some good track and field is in store for us. At least I'm hoping some good track and field is in store for us. I'm definitely excited for this first Diamond League and the ones to come. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Let me know who's here with me. I see Fluffy Ever Tight is here early. Early track is good morning. Good morning to you too. Hi, McCain. What's up? All right. So yeah, the Diamond League begins at 6 a.m. So yeah, we're waiting for that. Before it comes up though, it's funny story is typically when I have these type of lives in the early morning, I really get no sleep. All right, so it's 12 o'clock. So if you're 11:40, it's 12 p.m. Right? So that's when the Diamond League comes up on your end. Um, so yeah, let me see if I can get this open up. So as I was saying, funny story. Um, or did I say it already? Yeah, I think I said it already. So I don't get any sleep, when I'm doing these early live stream because I keep getting up and checking the time and checking the time and checking the time, which leads to no sleep. You know what I mean? Hey, boss dog, what's up? Hey, Brian Gibson, what's up? Let me kind of switch this up a little bit because I feel like I'm too close. Yeah. Okay. Um, what time is it in Jamaica, baby girl? So it is 5:42. So the Diamond League begins in 18 minutes. So yeah, 18 minutes. Hey, Black African, what's up? We have 18 minutes to go before it begins. Something that I can, I'd let you guys know about before the meeting begins. So just a few things that I noticed yesterday. One of the things I noticed was that there was no Shakiri at the press conference, and I was wondering about that particular why she was missing. I know she does have an issue with media, I suppose, and press conferences, but the expectation is, especially if you're a big name and you're pulling a certain bag, to say to see you in the press conference, answer a few questions here and there. So it would be interesting to see why or hear why she wasn't a part of the press conference. Um, I mean, like, okay, whatever happened in yesteryear, let's put it behind us. Let's go forward. You're quote unquote the biggest name based on all of these brand deals that I see you with. You're practically the biggest name as far as I'm concerned when it comes to female sprinting. So yeah, it's interesting to not see her there. When I think about every other major sport and when they're having their press conferences, regardless of whatever is happening, you see these men turn up slash girls turn up. So the only one I think I saw somebody crying on was some time ago was Naomi Osaka. For some reason she was crying. That media is a bit harsh, I suppose. But with that said, it was interesting not seeing her. As I said, she's a big name. People want to hear from her. So it was obvious that she was missing. Let's just put it that way. So for me, it's interesting that again she wasn't there. But I'd love to hear the reasoning. As I said, hey St. Clair, what's up? Hey Latin Nicholson, what's up? Hey Siwoo, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while, Siwoo. Hey boss dog, what is going on? She's having an issue with pay. Then don't turn up at the Diamond League, go run then. Don't turn up at the Diamond League, go run then. Because you already accept whatever them give you accept it, innit? So don't go, because the reality is that separate and apart from you having these issues that are personal issues with the organizers, the fans have nothing to do with that. The fans want to see you. The fans want to hear from you. It was so bad that all I saw from Shakiri was a picture. Now, usually, the Wanda Diamond League, which is making me think it's something else, because usually the Wanda Diamond League, they'll put a snippet together and show you the athletes in shakeout, on the track, showing you that they're there, they're ready to perform. I pretty much, saw the main contenders, you would say, as part of the video snippet, but there was no Shakiri, which is making me thinking, is there some kind of image rights where you can't use our image just to promote the meet? You know what I mean? I'm wondering those type of things. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, which is why I'm saying she may have been missing from the press conference because of said reason. I do not know if that's the reason. That's just my assumption at this particular point. But all I know is, long story short, it wasn't a good look not seeing her at the press conference. Yeah. Let me see. Look at all the diehard track and field lovers. Yeah, we're here early, early, early. Oh my gosh. Are you going live for the Velocity Fest later? Today's going to be a long day of track and field, so I don't know if I'll be going live for the Velocity Fest, but look here, if that's what it requires today, then sure, I will. I'm okay, hon. What about you? I'm fine. I've returned to work recently, that's why, LOL, but I have been watching your videos. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I just noticed that you were missing. Hey, Angela, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, Shem. I saw a video of with her and the other athletes doing a Chinese activity. Okay, at least that's good then. I think I saw one with Christian Coleman, doing something, but I didn't see her, so I was, curious as relates to why I'm not seeing her. It's 10:45 here in Ghana. I'm having bush tea and making fried plantains and eggs. Happy to be with you, T. I appreciate you being here. Nothing has touched, my tongue so far this morning. Not even a cup of tea. So yeah, let's see. Probably no. Well, I don't typically drink tea this early anyway. So by the time the show is finished, it's probably the right time to drink it. Shakiri is a feminist and a selfish. Okay. All right, so let's get into something else that I noticed. So I don't know if some of you were a part of when I was on Coach's Dexit, I believe his live stream on Tuesday. We were talking about just the 60 meters and how it really helps your 100 meters and the quote unquote execution. And it was interesting because there are a few takes that believe that, regardless of whatever the execution is, it will assist the 100. And I was like, no, I don't think it can be looked at in that particular way. And I was, explaining. I remember I was getting my hair done. And I remember saying I was not going to come on. But I just remember, feeling the need to come on because to explain, in my opinion, what I think is going on with Christian Coleman and the 60 meters and how he uses it to help his 100. And it was just interesting watching him in the press conference and hearing what he had to say. He was like, look here, his execution does not change for the 60 meters. It's the same thing for the one, because at the end of the day, when he's running, it is to running the 60, it is to augment his 100 meters. So there's no change in that, which is pretty much, what I was explaining, which is why it works for him. You know what I mean? Yes. So far over the years, he's definitely had a week, you would say last 20, right? And obviously, as years progress, athletes will just work and work and work on that. Let's use Shelly for an example, how much of a bullet star she had. And then eventually she was able to kind of iron things out where things, she doesn't seem to be losing speed, that quickly. Hence, she's now a 10-6 athlete, right? So same thing with Christian Coleman, where that's why you're using the 60 meters. So it's not just to quote unquote run a 60, but to make sure that your phases that you'd still execute over the 100 meters, are solid, right? And I was just pointing out that, hey, that's not what we see for Noah Lyles, right? And it was just interesting here in the confirmation from Christian Coleman. That's how it go. So I was pretty impressed with myself. I had to be like, okay, let me pop my collar a little bit. Oh my gosh, good morning, Leroy, what's up? Track and field isn't generating billions on top of billions yet in order to pay what the NFL pays athletes. No, agreed, for sure. But from a fan perspective, so I'm asking you guys a question now. So let's say, for instance, happenstance, the NBA, whatever sport you prefer, right? These stars were not getting what they're supposed to be getting. Is it okay from a fan perspective to not see or hear from them? I'm just curious. If you all are fine with it, then cool. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that I noticed that she was MIA. And for me being a fan of the sport, I'd love to hear what she has to say because at the end of the day, she's spicy. You know, she adds flavor to whatever is going on. And I enjoy that, kind of flavor and that kind of variety. I don't want to hear the same old, boring. And I won't tell you no lie. The press conference, was borderline boring yesterday. We had Fred Curley sitting there, not answering any questions because he's like, well, Kristen Coleman said everything. Kristen Coleman said everything. You know what I mean? Then we had the hurdlers there. The hurdlers pretty much didn't know what to talk about. They were just like sitting there laughing amongst themselves. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? So with that said, yeah, it was borderline boring because as y'all realize, I didn't really even do a video yesterday because times like this is when you really need, a loudmouth like Shakira to come and spice stuff up. You know what I mean? So she was, yeah, very, very missing. But anyway, it is what it is. She didn't turn up. So we are 10 minutes away from the Diamond League. I'm just making sure that I have stuff up onto my screen, so that we can get this going when it's supposed to start. You know what I mean? Um, so depending on where you are, guys, you'll have to be watching the Diamond League from, you know, your local broadcaster. So I'm hoping that you all have that down pat already. Whoever is your local broadcaster, get on, get on, because right now the Diamond League is 10 minutes away, right? And we are excited for it. So I'm gonna go through the schedule as it relates to what's to come. Typically, based on the time, some of the things should have already be gone. So like, let me see. Let me drag this over onto that screen over there. So typically this already started, and I believe they probably start with like a 400, or 4 hurdles. So once I don't think I recall seeing the 4 hurdles yes in the schedule, but they probably start with like the 400. So let me see. So we're 7 minutes away based on what I'm seeing on that screen over there. So yeah, exciting things to come. Oh, I hope this isn't dead. I tend to always forget to charge it, and I don't want to be making any. I don't want this thing to be making any noise. Ah, I knew it. It's dead. Hold on. Maybe it's not dead. Yeah. Maybe it's not dead. Maybe it's not dead. My Bluetooth is just off. Okay. Let's try again. Not gonna? Okay, good. All right, great. But it looks like it's Did I see a flat? Oh no, it's charged. All right, great. So that's up on that screen over there. So lovely. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's go over to this chat. See what everybody's saying. Hey, Keisha, what's up? Boss Dog says Fred doesn't have major talking like that. He keeps his answers short because of that. Okay. Good morning, Jordan. What's up? What is Shakira doing in the pick? Especially in the middle, and Hansa should be there. Guys, we're not going to start this thumbnail conversation this morning. I made my thumbnail, however. You know what I mean? I just drag for, 3 athletes and put them on. Shakira is definitely a big name calling in this meeting, regard whether or not we like it as a Jamaican or not. You know what I mean? So it's strange for you to even ask me why Shakira is there. You know what I mean? And I just dragged for Daniel, and I thought about putting Hansel, but then I said to myself, well, we do have somebody in the 100-meter sprints, so let me just go for somebody in the 100-meter sprints. Let me use Akeem. So yeah, that was my thought process and my reasoning for it, because I still want to, use different athletes from different events. That's pretty much what it is. Or I just, ram my thumbnail with every single Jamaican that's competing. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much what you saw. So don't get on me with this thumbnail conversation, guys. Y'all know I don't like it. It's just a creative intuition in the moment. It's nothing biggie. Nothing biggie to say I'm, slighting anybody or anything like that. So yeah. So we're still waiting. Let me just get the schedule up. I want to make sure. I'm probably going to have to, because I don't want to. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this to make sure that I can see multiple different things on my screen at a time. I'm going to have to split my screen because honestly, I realize I'm probably going to need 100 different monitors because even with this, I'm still moving back and forth, and that's not what I wanted. But I'm back to moving back and forth. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to figure that out in the future. But for now, it is what it is. We'll just work with the one monitor and keep things pushing. So, right now, I have my stream over there. So, I'm not over there anymore in terms of the StreamYard. StreamYard is here. But the Diamond League is over there. I mean, I could use my other laptop to be fair, but I don't want to. I feel like my desk is, cluttered, and I don't want that. So yeah, I'm pulling up the Diamond League schedule so that I can give you guys a rundown of what's happening. Oh, another thing I noticed yesterday, which I forgot to tell you, Christian Coleman is looking very, very good. Very good. I saw him in doing some block starts, and wow, can I tell you, looks very light on his feet. Now, y'all remember from last year I was saying that Christian Coleman is a guy to watch out for. From an American perspective, is the guy to watch out for come 2024. I strongly believe that he's the one to watch out for. And so far he's, slowly but surely getting back to what will seem to be his best this season. And y'all should know his best is 9.76 seconds. Based on what I'm seeing, he looks like he's on target to, get back to that best. He may not have run, 6.34 seconds, right? But, the flip side could be that the last phase of his race could be that much stronger, because y'all remember when he was running so fast over the 60, he faded quite a bit in the last 20 meters, you would say, of his racing, right? So let's see what his last phase looks like. He was run down quite a bit last season as well. He held on for the Diamond League finals and defeated Noah Lyles, but overall he was run down quite a bit. So you don't want that, and I'm sure he doesn't want that this season. So let's see how his race comes together. But if he should get back close to 9.76, he's definitely in the conversation for being a gold medalist this season. I don't know if it's because I have all these different things going on, why my Diamond League page is not loading in terms of the results. But we have 2 minutes to go. So my program results page is not loading. Is anybody else having issues with their program results page? If not, then it's probably just, this thing is just not carrying how it's supposed to carry. Unfortunately. The page still not load up yet. Great. Interesting. All right, let me see. Hey, Kamisha. Oh, it's Kamisha. I was calling Keisha. Child. Hi, Kamisha. If Britton Wilson gets it together, even Femke Ball will have to watch out. Is that over the 4 or the hurdles? Or the 4 hurdles? The flat 4 or the 4 hurdles? I think she's talented. I think we haven't seen the best of her that she had to offer in previous years over the hurdles, because she always ran it after the 4. So I think potentially she may be even more talented in the hurdles, if I'm not lying. You know what I mean? I just think that we haven't had the opportunity to see how good she is over the event, because she always be running it on tired legs, right? So let's see what she'll be able to do this season over the event. I'm definitely looking forward to it. That's for sure. All right, so I'm not getting my thing to load. I don't know. Diamond League. Is there any other? No. Moments like this is probably where I need my other computer. You know what? Since I already have so much things running on this laptop over here, let me try to see if I can get it up onto my other computer. That's the best thing I can say right now, because it's not loading over here, and I don't know what the problem is, and I don't want to not be able to see the immediate live results. So with that said, we are waiting for them to come on. Let me refresh this page just in case it's supposed to be on and in on. Okay, we're still waiting. So Okay. So while I'm waiting for that to come up and use my other computer for that, let me see what y'all are saying. So, which event are you guys looking forward to the most? At today's Diamond League, we have so many events coming up. Yes, guys, please hit the like button. All right, so the Diamond League is about to begin. Yay, 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 yay. Let me make this a bit bigger. Let me skip this ad. All right, we're ready. We are live. And we're ready. Yay. All right. Hi, Top Channel. What's up? Just different random stuff that we noticed yesterday. Nothing major. Just waiting for the Diamond League to begin, and it has begun. So let us see. Let us see. While I'm waiting for that, I'm just gonna be loading this one up so that I can get to see. 1.2 billion built this stadium. Whoa. This is why Jamaica will not be able to host a Diamond League, for those wondering. All right. Looking forward to this 100-meter hurdles for sure. Daniel definitely started her season very strong, very, very strong. So I'm looking forward to see what this will, come to. The men's 100 meters is also a highlight. I guess they don't have the women's 200 meters as a highlight in this particular meeting, but for me to highlight, I'm interested to see what Shaqiri will do. I have a theory when it comes to Shaqiri and the sprints this season, so I'm interested to see how she begins her season and how she progresses from here on out. I think it's going to be a big year for her from an American perspective. What she'll be able to do when she gets to the American Championships. Once she holds her nerves and does what she's supposed to do. So, yeah, they're starting with the 400 meters, like I said. So, on the track is Ellie Bear from, is this Australia or New Zealand? Australia. Then we have Wanda Diamond League. All right, Britton Wilson is here from the United States of America. I'm interested to see how she goes. She's been rounding down nicely. Natalia Kazmarek is here. Marlady Paulino. She talked about potentially, as long as it's in God's willing to get the world record this year. So let's see. Sade Williams is here as well. So let's see. Aliyah Abrams is here. And Kaylin Whitney. It's interesting how Kaylin Whitney is still sponsored by Nike. That's a very interesting thing, considering that Nike is so quick to drop people. It's interesting. I hope to see the Jamaican athletes would have get season running fast times and making a qualifying time. I guess a season's best is okay. I don't know about qualifying time right now. It's still early on. They still have a lot more time to be, worried about getting a qualification standard or meeting a qualification standard. And I believe that most of them anyway carry their qualification standard over from last season. So I don't think that's a major concern for many. All right, so the race is off. Here they go. Britain gets a very good start. So she's moving up. Marley DePaulun is also moving up, and Kazmarek as well. I told y'all to look out for Kazmarek, and she's running really well up onto Britton Wilson. Okay, let's see how she'll be able to carry through this last phase. But it's Natalia Kazmarek so far. Here comes Marley DePaulino on the inside, but it's still Natalia Kazmarek. Britton Wilson now seems to be responding. Final 150 now, or final 200. Here they come. It is Marlady Paulino, Natalia Kazmer, Britton Wilson. Marlady Paulino swings into the home straight with the lead. Sada is there in trying to, challenge for fourth. Let's see. Marlady Paulino is pulling away for the win. Natalia Kazmer second, and Britton Wilson will come in for third, and Sade fourth. Let's see the time. 50.08 seconds. So Kazmer, a good run. Britton Wilson third, Sade fourth. I believe this should be a season best for everybody. No, well, I'm not sure if this was a season best for Britton. I think this was slower than 50 points for Britton. Let me see though. Yeah, it was slower than 50 points for Britton. So Marlady takes it 50.08 seconds. Kazmarek second, 50.29. I don't know what is this thing not working. All right. Sade is out there too. Sade gave me the same execution she typically gives. In a 4, so nothing really spectacular, but as the season progresses you see her wind down, like a typical MVP athlete, and get super fast and be in the conversation. She ran a 51.97. Wilson ran a 51.26. So that's how it goes, but so far good running from Marlady Paulino. Good running. Let me see. I'm low. Okay. All right. Do I sound better? Um China got deep pockets. They got crazy money. Yeah. I hope Danielle Williams wins the 100-meter hurdles. She has the best season. Oh, yeah, she has a faster season's best. But you see, with the hurdles, these girls turn up ready, as far as I'm concerned. So they're always ready to go fast. So even with her having the fastest season best, that may not be the case. But I am hoping that she wins. That's for sure. I won't lie. So yeah, Knight dropped Talu. So she's back in the Ivory Coast training. Brianna Williams is on her own over there in Hollywood. What the? Are you serious? Oh my lord. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That's not cool. That is definitely not cool. Especially considering that I just made mention of, Kaylin Whitney out there still running for Nike, and she hasn't produced anything over the years. That's interesting. That is very interesting. But okay. Um Hey Has, good morning. Where can I watch? Where are you, Hask? Wonderful play by play. You sound like a radio, like the radio. Hubert Lawrence has nothing on you. LOL. Rest in peace, Hubert. But yeah, I've always, aspired to be as good as he was. Just doing commentary. So one baby steps though. Baby steps. Definitely don't have that wealth of knowledge when it comes to track and field for sure, but hopefully I'll be able to get there. Me no pick up money until Olympics. Okay, so let me type it into the chat, cause child, I don't want nobody to be listening to me and start creating problems for me and my stream. Don't want nobody to be listening to me on my stream. So the high jump is on as well. Christoph Bryan is still there, I believe, at a 2.20, or did he drop out? So far I'm seeing him. It looks like he dropped out at 2.20 meters. So it seems as though his competition is over. Christoph Bryan. Also, the shot put is practically finished as well. So, um, Lee Zhao Gong, Chase Jackson, and Madison Lee are the ones that are in the top three. So that's it. Da, 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 da. Okay, so Lee Zhao Gong throws 1970. What was that? You're welcome, Hask. All right, 1972 season's best. Well, I did think that would be someplace in the 19 mid slash 19 highs if you watch the live stream. In this women's shot put, and we seem to be on the money there. Chase Jackson has thrown 19.62, and the other athlete has thrown 19.5. So yeah, I made some more posts thanking her, and she like all of them on Titalu. Okay, that's great. Um, it's crazy. I can't believe Knight dropped Talu. That's like as one of their stalwart. Look here. That is why when I tell you so when it comes to branding for athletes, for me, I'd never choose Nike because I've just watched how they move over the years. And I know it's a business, so at the end of the day, if you're not performing how they wanted to perform, I suppose they can, drop you. But I suppose maybe they wanted to decrease whatever her contract was worth. But Talu is always, top four in the world. So if top four in the world can't retain a contract, something wrong. You know what I mean? Something is wrong with that. Inherently, something is wrong with that. So I don't know. Hey Claude, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? We're still waiting on, some more track events to come right now. They're showing the shot put. Madison Lee just threw. Let's see. She threw a 19.563. Okay, so 1 centimeter improvements on her personal best. So some of these girls are actually coming out in personal best shape. So she moves up over Chase Jackson. I believe Chase Jackson should go now, or has she thrown already? So Lee Zhao Gong takes the win. I think that's what is important. Yeah, Lee Zhao Gong takes the win in the women's shot puts. So yeah, that's what is currently happening right about now. That is. I'm still in shock about Mari Jose Talo. I need to go over on Twitter and see what's happening when it comes to her. But I'm just still in shock. I can't believe I can't believe she's no longer Nike sponsored. A Nike sponsored athlete. So what does this mean for her prospects come World Championships? Come the Olympic Games. That's another big thing as well. Like, what is the expectation now for her? Because should we be expecting Julian Alfred to take over from her spot now? Like, automatically, is that it? Because coaching is also a thing, when it comes to track and field, if you don't have a good coach, as we've seen over the years with many top athletes, if the coach declines, then the performances decline as well. We knew she left her coach, and based on how she left the coach and the things she was saying, I don't think it was, an amicable split, right? So with that said, where should I go train now? You know what I mean? Interesting. So right now, the women's 100-meter hurdles is up. I can't believe that the hurdles are coming up so fast. That is so quickly. But anyway. All right, so this is going to be a big, big race. All right, so in lane 1 is Wu from China. In lane 2 is the Taji Kambunji from Switzerland. Little sister of Mujinga Kambunji. Danielle Williams is in lane 3. Hey, go Danielle. Yes, girl, wink at me. I love it. I love it. Wait, where's man? And then in lane 4, Toby Amusan. Lane 5, Jasmine Camacho Quinn. Lane 6, Devin Charlton. I said I've been dying to see what the 60 meters has done for her, 100 meters. I'm excited for that. Megan Tapper from Jamaica. Woo! Go girl! She always looks so nervous when she's on the line, though. I swear to you. Then we also have Alicia Johnson. I think she's Fenty, Savage Fenty sponsored. That's my assumption. I'm not really seeing any branding on her, on her kit, but I'm assuming I believe it's Savage Fenty. Then we have Masai Russell, and then Samba Mayela from France is here as well. So let's see, guys. I don't know if it's just me, but my Diamond League page is not loading, so I can't see the live results, unfortunately. So I don't know if it's just a me thing or if their page isn't working when it comes to the live results. Is anybody else having this problem? All right, here we go. On your marks. Let's turn this up a little bit. Yes, Danielle. Of course, the camera is on. Yes, girl. The camera needs to be on you. You're the world champion. Let's go. 2-time at that, too. Has anybody else gotten the vibe that they're paying Toby Amusan dust? I feel like they're paying Toby Amusan dust. I've been feeling that vibe since last year, and I've come into 2024 feeling that way too. But anyway, let's go. They're in their blocks. Set. All right, they're off. Devin gets a great start. Here goes Devin. Here comes Danielle as well. Danielle has an awesome start. Jasmine Camacho Queen and also Toby Amusan are trying to challenge. Here comes Jasmine Camacho Queen. She beats Devin Charlton on the line. 12:45. I believe Danielle was third. I want to say. No, Samba Mayela was third. Oh, no. There's a photo finish between Danielle and Samba Mayela. Let's see who took it. Toby Amusan was fifth. Let's see the times. Let us see the times. Is anybody else having an issue with the page, with the Diamond League website? So it's a meeting record, 12.45 seconds for Jasmine Camacho Quinn. I can't see no other time. Like, this is not it. All right, let me see what happens on the replay. So Devin got a really great start, and so did Danielle. But Danielle faded towards the end of the race. Jasmine Camacho Quinn came through towards the end. She talked about how bad her start is in the press conference, and yeah, she has a really bad start. She was able to come back, though, and snatch the win from the field. The question now was who took third. Third is between Samba Mayela and Danielle Williams. That would be interesting, but... so far for Devin Charlton, is this her first outdoor run? Still a good run. Still a good run. So let's see. You don't want to be run down though from this type of gap, because she really, gapped the field. She had a big lead on everybody as far as I'm concerned in that, first phase of the race, first 30. So you don't want to be run down after such a big lead. It's pretty much like how Grant Holloway gets run down a lot. You don't want to be run down. So, okay. Samba Mayela ran a national record 12.55. Danielle Williams 12.56. So that is 1/100th of a second faster than how she went recently at the Tom Jones Invitational. So good running. Still a season's best. For everybody, it was a season's best in this race. So yeah. Didn't her first coach die? Oh, yeah, I think he ended up dying too, All right. I just remember. I think he ended up dying. You're right. Let me see if I'm missing any comments. They gave Shakir the money to Shakir. They must take up all the money and give Shakir if it's true. But why would they do that though? Yes, she didn't win. I'm assuming that they wanted to cut whatever her contract was worth, and she probably didn't agree to it, so she just chose to, part ways. That's my assumption. But it's still not a good look for somebody that is consistently within the top ranks in the world to, not be able to even retain what they're worth. That to me is wild. So yeah. Um, Gong has been around for a while now. She has. I believe she even had a baby. If I'm not mistaken, she did have a child as well. I think so. Um, Bahama Mama, I am giving TXT 100 if you win the hurdles. Well, she didn't win. She came second. My spirit just not take her, to be honest. She brings viewership, but it's just like um Elaine and Shelly were doing it for years. They could have worked on them and made the bigger. All right, guys, you know what? I really think personal branding has a lot to do with it. Even now more than ever. I even saw, what is it, Coca-Cola? I think I saw Shakira with a new Coca-Cola brand deal. Every time I turn on my Twitter, I see Shakira with a new brand deal. You know what I mean? I think personal branding has a lot to do with it, guys. And unfortunately, most of these companies are American based. So they're looking out for the Americans first, or looking for Americans, first and foremost. But you also have to figure out with your marketing team how to break you into that market. You know what I mean? Let me give you an example. I remember Spice saying some time ago that the reason why she chose to go on the reality TV thing in America was because she was trying to break into the American market, and it's so hard to break into it. So yes, she's big in Europe, right? And she's able to travel the world and be on these stage performances, and it's ram-packed, right? But when it comes to the American market, she's not really known, right? So she needed to do something, and she took it upon herself to break into that American market herself. Right, she didn't really have a team to speak of based on how she speaks, right? And she did that all on her own. So at the end of the day, you have to figure out what you have to do to break into the market, right? At the end of the day, you're Jamaican, you're not American, right? They're not seeing you. They don't know you from a can of paint. So you have to figure out with your team how to break into that market and get the best out of it. You know what I mean? If you have to move there, which is why I said some time ago that I believe that some of our athletes have to consider potentially moving to the United States. Just have a base there. You don't have to train there, but at least have a base there where you pop up over there every now and again, and you're just in the spotlight over there. You know what I mean? But you can't be MIA in Jamaica in a one little hole someplace where nobody not see you. Cause look here, if them not post something on social media, who is really seeing Elaine and Shelly them? Who is really seeing Shelly? I mean, even the other day when I was searching around for her, when I did know that she was there, but I was just waiting to see her make some posts, and it took a gazillion years for me to see her make some posts with being part of the Nike thing down there in, I believe, Paris, right? So who is really seeing them? Nobody not see them. Them not. Me not know. I don't feel like they're out and about. So with that said, how you gonna get the branding? How are you going to get the brand? You have to position yourself. You definitely have to position yourself. And I don't think our athletes are positioning themselves to even get these deals. So coming up is the men's 5,000 meters. So while that is going on, we can get through some more of the comments on the screen. How good y'all think the world relays are going to be? I don't think it's going to be that good. The program seems shorter, one. The high profile names are not necessarily there that much. Yeah, Noah Lyles is going. But, I mean, it just feels meh. Right now, it feels meh. And I don't know if it feels meh because from a Jamaican perspective, not many people are going to I feel meh. It's probably me. It's probably a me thing. But anyway. I agree, T. I guess being in top 4 in the world isn't worthy for Nike anymore. I just don't understand. I hope it doesn't affect her so much. Well, it's gonna affect your training because you still need a good coach. You still need a good coach, right? So how is that gonna go? Talo has a few individual global medals. Yes, she does. So I was speaking mainly in recent years. as relates to where her positioning. But even if you go back then yeah, but let's just focus on the current, because that's what contracts have to do with the current, your current performances. She's still top, 4-3 in the world. So it's wild to me that she's not, lost her contract. That's wild. Um, wow, you are ahead of probably most of us this time. Finally. To your hairstyle is looking really nice. Thank you so very much, Hubert. How do they expect athletes to grow and you can't find live coverage anywhere, not even on YouTube? You have to wait for someone to post a video of the races. Shake my head. Um, well, to be fair, Brian, um, you know, everybody, most countries have, broadcasters that buy out the rights to viewership, and whether or not you have to pay for it. In Jamaica, you don't have to pay for it, but because I don't have cable, so that's that. Um, so I don't watch it from that option, but it is what it is. It's just a part of the game. Um, let's go. Anson Tapper. Oh, I didn't tell y'all how much Megan plays, because unfortunately, even though the page now load, and I don't know what is going on with this thing. I don't know if it's a me thing, but it now load none at all. None at all. Which internet is on this thing? Oh, I didn't transfer over to the. Okay, let me try this internet. I was still using the old time internet on this laptop. Let me put in this password real quick. Um, all right. Let me see if I can get connected to this internet. Let me see if this is gonna work. Let me see if I'm gonna get better. If I'm gonna get the program coming up. I didn't realize that I hadn't switched over. But you see how poor that internet is? How not even just opening one random page works. My lord. I don't know why I still have it. I think I should just cancel it and maybe get something else. See it? It has popped up. So all this while I'm sitting here, waiting in vain. Let me tell you the result for Megan Tapper now. Okay, so Megan Tapper was eighth in the race. Oh, remember, this is a 10-lane track, guys. So she was eighth in the race, and she ran a season best 12.88 seconds. So this is a very good start for her. Alicia Johnson is the only one that you didn't run a season's best. She ran a 13.01. Strange. I don't recall what happened in her execution, but not like her. Especially considering how she opened her season as well with a 1280. So this was definitely below what is typically expected from her. But great running. We had personal best in there from Asamba Mayele with a national record 12.55. Devin Charlton season's best 12.49. You know, Jasmine Camacho Queen with a 12.45. Daniel Williams with a 12.56. Toby Amason with a 12.58. Masai Russell with a 12.67. Kambunji with a 12.70. You know, so very good running. Even Wu from China ran a season best 13.04. So very good running in the hurdles. Very, very good running. Good start from Williams, so she needs to work on her finish. Yes, for sure. Her finish needs some work. 60-meter hurdles champion will get it right come Paris. No, this is the first one. So still a very, very strong run from her. but you don't want to give any athlete the edge, especially when you have such a start. And it's the same thing I say for Grant Holloway, which is why I brought him up, is that you have to be able to hold on to that lead. If somebody can hunt you down, then that's not a good look, you know what I mean? So she has to figure out how to make sure that her race is evenly distributed. Since Jamaica lost, I'm okay with Queen. I like her. Oh, it's Sprite. Okay, I'm sorry, Sprite. Who owns Sprite? I thought it was Coca-Cola that owns Sprite. I think I was hearing something like that. Maybe I could be wrong. Although Daniel didn't win, I still think she looked the most dangerous because these are fast openers for her. Yeah, yes, for sure. Season's best back to back. Yep. I agree. We could potentially get a personal best from her this season. So let us see. Jasmine always been a great closer in the hurdles. Yep. And she said she's working on different phases. That's Danielle. Yeah, she said she's always working on different phases. That's for sure. But one sore area for her, I have to say, that we've noticed over the years is that her finish is not as strong as her start. You know, although one time her start wasn't strong either. So it's kind of weird how now her start is good, but her finish is not. But anyway, let's see. Want her to just have an evenly distributed race. That's I think the aim. So be able to just have that type of solid run. Who is this running? Is that the pacemaker that's way out there? Pacemaker run gone left everybody in the 5,000 meters, or is that somebody going for it in the 5,000? Looks like a Chinese too. Um. I hope Shelly would not retire after the Olympics, but go to the next two World Championships. She could. Top General, how old do you think Shelly is gonna be by then? What did Megan run again? Megan ran 12.88. Kamachi really had to work for that win. Great close. Yes, great close, and she worked for it and she got it. Yeah. They should have a medley relay at Worlds. I think Shelly and me consider running in 2025 Worlds. I mean, if she does, I'll be happy, but I'm not going to hold my breath just yet, you know what I mean? Queen and Brittany Anderson got similar running styles. Yes, they do. They know how to come back. And they have poor starts, right? But you know what? Before Brittany got injured, I did notice that she was getting faster over her opening phase of the run. But she picked up an injury. So let's see how it goes for her this season. She's already opened up with a 13.2, I think. So let's see how she'll be able to get that time down for trials in Jamaica, because it's going to be a tough trials this year. She placed 7th. No, she placed 8th. Megan Tapper placed 8th. Brand Jamaica is huge in the world, though. Don't underestimate that phenomenon. Don't know how that relates to track and field. Which is why I'm saying Brand Jamaica is one. Then you take it upon yourself now to push your brand even further. You can't sit back and depend on Brand Jamaica. Yeah, you have to push your own brand. Most of these people have a marketing team that, helps to do certain things for them, to put them out there. I think I was watching Kenny Benerick. I was watching him on social media, and he said something in relation to he's thanking his social media team, that's always posting and keeping him relevant. And I'm like, that's what you need when you're busy there training and you don't have no time to take up a phone or snap a picture here or set up a camera to capture your training run. You have somebody there. I'm sure these athletes can afford it to capture these moments for you, right? And post it on social media. And of course, with how editing works, you can take a random video and make it just look so phenomenal these days. So there's no excuse really. Okay, not bad. It's a faster season opener than last year. That is Charlton fastest opener as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of these girls are firing this year, which is why I'm saying I'm getting the vibe that this year is gonna be one for the record books in terms of what we see at Paris. I think Paris is gonna be crazy. Whichever eight make it, just know that it's gonna be a great race. Gonna be absolutely phenomenal. Um, and by eight, I mean eight make it to the finals in Paris. Um, in 2019, everything was good for Danielle except after what happened at trials, execution was flawless. And what happened when she went to the World Championships? As she said, she doesn't like the spotlight. She doesn't seem to perform her best when the spotlight is on her. That's just my opinion based on what I've seen over the years. Um, yeah. This could be Kerika Hill's breakout year. I'm waiting for her. I think this is gonna be a very, very good year for her. T, you see Shelly video, it was amazing. Which one? Which one, Jordan? Alright, so the 5,000 meters is still on track. Let me tell you who is leading. Let me go into this 5,000 meter thingy major give me. So right now leading is Kip Corey. And Germa is in second. Yehini is in. This name isn't familiar to me, This Yehini name. Um, 5,000 man. She was good until the finals. Yeah, but that's the whole point. You need to execute when it matters most, guys. You can have these good one-off runs. Where you are really tested is in a championship final. That's when the execution needs to come together. You know what I mean? And that's where you'll be remembered. And it's the same thing for Asaf Paul. Think about Asaf Paul back in the days. He had all these phenomenal runs, perfect execution. But when he got to the championship final, that perfect execution was MIA most of the times, right? So with that said, for Danielle, I think when she goes under the radar, she runs much better because it's less pressure on her, right? Just like last year, nobody was talking about Danielle, and Danielle stayed on the inside there in lane one and came and snatched the win. You know what I mean? But going into this 2024 season, she's the world champion. Everybody's going to be talking about her. Everybody's going to be watching her. So she's going to have to be able to manage, the pressure and still be able to execute her best race when it matters. Um, Good start by Anshi, usually a slow starter. What's up with Parchment? His race hasn't come yet. No, the men's 110-meter hurdles hasn't come yet. So should Mommy Rockets should run into so-called old age like David Ferguson from the Bahamas? I mean, I think athletes should go out on top. I don't know if I would appreciate seeing Shelly just decline, and everybody just beating her left, right, and center. I don't think I would love seeing that. So I think it's great to go out on top. All right, so taking the win from Ethiopia was Germa. Second is Kip Corey, and third is Balu. So that's how it went in the men's 5,000 meters. Shelly, recent video that she uploaded on Angie. Are we talking about the Nike video, or did she upload another one? Let me go over to Instagram and see. All right, guys, I have too many streams going and everything is just moving extra slow. Extra slow. Shelly. Shelly. Oh, this is a new training video. Okay, yeah, this one is new. I didn't see this one. Wow, she looks fast as hell. That little snippet. I don't know if it's because of what they did with the camera, but gosh dang it, man. Girl hasn't missed a beat. I'm excited for this. I am excited for this. All right. Boy, I mean, I'll tell you no lie. I'm getting goosebumps. I am getting goosebumps. This is good. This is good. Oh, she posted this 23 hours ago. This is good. I love it. All right. Let me drop a like on this video right away. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shiver me timbers. I'm excited. I am 100% excited for Shelly this year. All right. So, men's 5,000 meters is done and dusted. Merlene Otti was running at age 38 and 39 for Jamaica, though. I don't have a problem with athletes that want to continue running. So if Shelly decides that she wants to continue running, then so be it. You know what it is. But what I will say though is that it's think about Usain Bolt, right? Think about how he was just winning, winning, winning all those years, and then in 2017 he lost. You know what I mean? And to this day, people, want to hold on to that, little loss that he had, that one little loss. And thinking about it, it was a bronze medal anyway. So I don't know what's the big deal. But anyway, I just don't want Shelly to go out and when I look, she's barely making finals. No, I don't think I'd appreciate seeing Shelly go out like that. No. Shelly has to go out on top. She has to go out on top, you know, be part of the best in the conversation and not having everybody beating her left, right, and center. I don't know. I wouldn't be used to seeing that from a Shelly, and I don't want to see that from a Shelly. I don't think I want to see that. Shelly's not retiring. Okay. Shelly would give them another 10-6 this season, leave the game with a bang. Yeah, I think leave the game with a bang. And also remember your value. Remember, you don't want to decrease your value, right? So let's say, for instance, she leaves the sports with a bang. She'll be able to maintain whatever partnership, hopefully, with Nike, and have one of these lifetime sponsorships, like how we see what you saying, but with Puma. Even Asafa Powell has one of those brand deals with Puma. Stuff like that. You don't want to leave, and you don't leave on a high, and then nobody's gonna want to retain you for anything. You know what I mean? Because you've lost your value at that particular point in time, right? So, the women's 200 meters is coming up. I'm excited for this now. Let's see what the Shakari does. Let's see what Shakari does. But she does have competition in the likes of a Tamara Clark. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there. We also have from Bahamas, Antonique Strawn. Let me see if I can open up this women's 200 meters. We have Tonisha Torres also here. I think it's between Richardson and Tamara Clark. Let's see how it goes, though. Let's see if Anthony Sean can get in the conversation. But that's who I'm going for. TT Terry might be in the conversation, too. I'm not sure. I don't really like her running style. Well, I really like Americans' running style, to be fair. But let's see what she does in this 200 meters. But again, take note of these training partners that are coming out running the 200 meters. I don't think this time of year would have seen Tonisha Torrey not even have a 100 meters under her belt. And she's starting up with a 2 as well, which means that she's also working on her finishing phases of her race over that 100 meters to be stronger, to make sure that, when she lines up at the USA trials, she'll be able to make the team. So yeah, that's it. That's very interesting what I'm seeing here. But I definitely think Shakiri can walk out with the win here. But I think for a challenger, I think there'll be Tamara Clark. That's how I'm looking at it. Mondo Duplantis is out here in the men's high jump. He's cleared 6 meters. I've been waiting to see these new Puma kits. I've been dying to see Hands of Parchment's new Puma kit with the Grace logo on it. The first ever brand ambassador to have Grace on their kit. So that's interesting. Dying to see that. Remember how I was talking about how Puma was allowing it with who was it? I was some of the athletes last year, the field events athletes. I was noticing Red Bull, right? With Red Bull, and you saw the Red Bull alongside the Puma, right? So yeah, this is a big deal. It's a major deal for Hands of Parchment. Mujinga Kambunji is here. Oh, did I miss her? Oh yeah, Mujinga Kambunji is here. Antonique Strawn. Tanisha Tweri. Did Nike change their kit or not? I'm confused. Yes, they did. Shakira Richardson. Love her in the afro. The afro is cute. The afro is cute on her. Tamara Clark. Anavia Battle. Chandler. So she's a student. She's a collegiate. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so it's 9 lanes on the turn, 10 lanes on the street. All right, here we go. She looks so cute with the afro. I'm starting to dislike her in wigs. I swear to you, this afro makes her look so young. When she has on the wig, it kind of ages her. You know what I mean? Was the races off already? Here we go. All right, they're off. Shakiri gets a good start. So does TT Terry. TT Terry's up on Anthony Strawn. Here comes Shakiri Richardson following TT Terry. And here comes Tamara Clark as well and Anavia Battle. Anavia Battle comes in the front in the lead. But here comes Shakiri Richardson. And Tamara Clark is trying to challenge. Let's see how it goes. All right, Shakiri Richardson's coming. Anavia Battle is taking the win. On the outside. On the outside was, who is that? Kambunji? Lewis. Who is this? Tori Lewis. I didn't even know who won. I don't even know who Lewis is. Lewis from Australia. Okay, Lewis. 22.96. Shakira Richardson 22.99. Tamara Clark 23.01. Anavia Battle 23.01. 02, sorry. Tanisha Torre 23.25. Okay. Okay, so Shakira had to dip this time, my girl. And you see, this is what I say when I say Shakira runs very deceptive. A lot of people see her running and think it's so easy. But that's just her running style. Similar to Elaine, they have a deceptive running style where they always look like they have more in the tank. But my Tori Lewis on the outside was running really good. Running really good, you know what I mean? She was leading for the most part, you know, with Anavia Battle out there. Right, but Shakira tried to come back towards the end. She did make up ground on Anavia Battle. It's so funny. I'm telling you that Shakira did not know Lewis was on the outside. I bet you any money that Shakira had no idea that Lewis was on the outside. She had no idea. I know Shakira don't know what's going on over there, so. Oh my lord. All right. I don't know. The time is meh. I'm not gonna lie. The time is not giving. I was at least expecting like a mid 22s. You know what I mean? So this is giving me my vibes, but okay. Again, these are world class athletes. I guess you can take into consideration the travel and everything. So the time may not be what it could be. But then I looked at the hurdlers and the hurdlers were firing. So can this apply to them? I don't think so. We have to be, across the board with everything, right? So if the hurdlers were running good, that means they can run good too. They were coming from America as well. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The time wasn't giving me what I was, hoping to see for in a first run. But yeah, let's see as time progresses. Um, Battle can run too. Yeah, Battle had a 20. What was her season's best? Her season's best is 22.56, right? So I had her in the conversation, but I had Tamara beating her, or which Tamara did end up beating her anyway. And obviously I had Shakiri taking the win, but Tori Lewis for me was not in the conversation. I mean, gosh, she almost ran her personal best. Her personal best is 22.94, and she came out here and ran 22.96. So yeah. T question: the junior will participate in the World Relays lineup. Brianna isn't a junior anymore. Um, yes, Shakiri lost. Boy, y'all seem excited. Where the Americans them who are talk about she would beat Sharika, but she's gonna run no, but I told y'all some when was it? Miramar? I told you that she wasn't ready, but you never believe me. I told you that Shakiri was not ready. I said based on what I saw in the relay from Shakiri, she never ready to go fast. She wasn't ready to go what we're typically used to Shakiri to go fast. For me, I'm not concerned though because it's early. So she has a lot of time to get into her running. So for me, it's I'm not gonna make a big deal about the fact that she's not firing as how she would be typically firing this early in the season. But I did expect a faster time here. I won't lie. But do I think it's gonna affect her performance heading into the USA Championships? No. I think by the time USA Championships comes around, she's gonna be ready. Oh, I didn't even realize that I didn't even mention Anthony Strawn. Anthony Strawn finished in ninth, running 24.21. Yeah, that was well done. Well done. Shakiri is a... Guys, don't do that. T, no excuse for Shakiri. I'm not making excuses. What do you mean? Stop finding excuses for her. You lose, so go. So you go. Are you all telling me that I'm finding excuses for Shakira now? This is wild. Come on, come again, Nick. One trap, baby. I'm from the States and Shakira can't beat Sharika in the 200 meters at all. But we did see Shakira beat Sharika in the 100 meters at Worlds though. And 100 meters this year is going to be a whole different conversation. Different mindsets, I think Sharika is one of those people that probably learn by experience. What happened to her in 2021? You remember the 200 meters, what happened to her? She made sure that would never happen to her again, but she forgot that it could happen in the 100 meters. It seems. So I don't foresee it happening again for her this year, where she's not cognizant of what the field is capable of. You can't underestimate anybody, I think. So let's see what happens. But with the likes of Shelly entering the fray, 100% fit. Elaine Thompson-Hero also entering the fray, hopefully 100% fit too. The whole conversation of the 100 meters won't be what you're thinking. Julian Alfred is going to be coming this season as well. She's already looking so good. Don't know what to expect from the likes of a Marie Jose Talu, now that I know she's no longer training in the US. So I'm kind of confused there. Don't know what's going to be happening to her this season. I'm hoping for the best though. But it's gonna be a crazy year. Dina Asher Smith look like she's gonna be finally getting into 10.7s as well. She has looked good over those opening 400-meter runs that I've seen her in, or relay runs as well. So let's see. I think today they run a 4x1. I think today, if I'm not mistaken, Dina, Lane, what's her name? What's that girl from Ireland name again? Rashida, right? Rashida, and also Julian run a 4x1. I think so. Or did they open up over the two? I'm trying to remember what they do. I think they either open up over the two or they run a 4x1. I don't remember. But anyway, they're gonna be running today, so I'm excited to see what that is about. The men's 800 meters is on track. Kiprop is here, and you know his training partner is I mean not Kiprop, sorry, Arop. And you know his training partner is Navaski. All right, so there, it's off. Let's see how this is gonna go. All right, so the pacemaker is trying to run out in the front to make sure he's leading the pack. All right, Arop is there in the yellow kit. Is that another pacemaker coming through? Yes. He's a pacemaker. Oh, it's just one pacemaker. Oh, so the other person was not a pacemaker. Okay. Kinyamal. Okay, that was Kinyamal. All right. So in first is Arop. Marker Arop. Kinyamal is in second. Based on what I'm seeing here. I'm subtracting the Polish pacemaker. Pacemaker's dropped out now. Arop is leading at the 600 meters line, which is ahead. It's interesting. The website is ahead of what I'm seeing on the screen. But anyway, Kinyamal is there in second. From Botswana, Masalela is in third. So let's see if Arop is here is gonna hold on to this lead. Arop is there taking the lead, but here comes Kinyamal and also Masalela. Here they come. Arop is under pressure now. Here comes Kinyamal. Kinyamal is going for the challenge, but Arop is holding on. Kinyamal is digging deep, but Arop is digging deeper. Here comes Kinyamal. He's digging. Arop is holding. Let's see the dip. Arop takes the win. Kinyamal is second and Masalela is third. Great running. Loved it. This was great 800-meter running. What was the wind reading? Oh, I didn't look at it though. Wind reading in the 200 meters. Wind reading. We had a minus 0.4 meters per second. Minus 0.4. She should leave to sponsors, to Shelly, the person who actually deserve them. Make she stay. Let's see. Oh my God, world record! Oh my God! Did Mando really just break the world record? What the? Oh my God. Whoa. 6.24 meters. Up from 6.23. Wow. Jeez. Look at that. What a beauty. I'm not gonna lie. Last year, I was thinking that there, especially towards the end of the season, there are a lot of question marks as it relates to if he was kind of falling off. But gosh dang it, he comes into 2024 with a bang, new world record. Whoa, wow! I'm amazed. I am amazed. Wow. Wow. Um. Yeah. Hold on. Where am I with this reading? 18-year-old Mboma doing 21.7 in the 200 meters. Is it fair for a biological male guys? When the chips are in the middle of the table, you know how we get down. See you in the Olympics. Okay, we have to get past the USA trials first. Let's not jump the gun. I don't jump the gun for the Jamaicans when it comes to the trials as well. I mean, even though I'm hoping that the best get there, right? But the trials is the most important thing. Um, yep, she's not beating Gabby anytime soon. Let's see by the time USA's reach rolls around. I think Shelly gonna open May 2, and hopefully she will be a late entry for the invitational. Let's see. I'm hoping that some of our stars, line up. So let's see. Um, Japan has some good 110-meter hurdles. No, yeah. What's his name? Sh- Shinusuke or something. I want to say his name is Shinusuke. Child, I'm bad with these names. It's so funny that I watch so much anime and I'm bad with these names. Or am I just bad with names in general? Um, don't find excuse for Shakiri. Everybody had to travel. That's what I said, guys. I said everybody had to travel. So that's why I was saying I'm not impressed with the time. I wasn't finding an excuse. I said the only thing you can think about is travel. But then everybody also had to travel. So I don't want to use that as a. Why am I defending Shakiri around here? No, sir. She's training through the meet. Yeah, sure. And Brianna Liston will run the 100 and 200 meet and the four. Apparently, I don't think she'll run this many events though. That's what I see her down for. I'm not expecting to see her. So Valerie Alman throws a new meeting record, 69.73 meters in the discus. And I'm looking at Pedro Pichardo in the triple jump here. Remember, he had to pull out at the World Championships last year. So let's see. Good jump. Ooh, 17, about 17.4 or 17.3. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe like a 17.3. I'm not trusting the lines that are displayed anymore. Because every time I try to read it, it's something different. So it's always way below. Where am I? It's the first race for pretty much all of them. I wouldn't put too much stake in it, but much stock in it. Times are very slow. Yeah, the times are very slow. That's what I'm saying. But I still won't put a lot of stock in it. It's the first race. Why NBC behind? NBC is always behind. But for once, I'm not behind. No, when it comes to the Diamond League, I won't be behind. Duplantis is just on another level. Guys, amazing. Yep, amazing. People should praise him and Crozer more. Yeah, Crozer is another one that's always out here, breaking his world record. Did Alana pull out of Kip Kano? Guys, I've been on the chat meet since morning on Diamond League, so I haven't had the opportunity to go on social media to make any checks. So if you're telling me that this is what's happening, then you're breaking the news to me. You know what I mean? I'm currently watching the Diamond League live with y'all. Does he get extra money for breaking the world record? I think so, yes. I don't know if it's as much as you get at the World Championships though. I know you get 100K. I'm trying to remember if you get. I don't think you get as much as you get at the World Championships, which is why Usain Bolt didn't like running on the circuit because they don't get as much. Maybe you get like a 50,000. I don't remember, but I don't think you get as much. Guys, it's raining and wet. Shakiri walked out of the blocks. Where's the rain? Where the rain there? And where the wet there? You must be pulling my leg. The Jamaican trials are going to be usual top three. I think it's going to be an amazing trials. You prefer her to run only the 100 meters and the 200 meters today? I'd actually prefer her to run the I want to see her run some more tools. That's my preference. But part of me is eager to see her run a 100 meters, especially on the back of seeing what Jasia Shears ran and get a legal time. then I can kind of measure in my brain, what my expectations are, right? I still have an expectation, I'm not gonna lie, based on what I've seen previously in the season, but still, you want to see something legal, right? So there's part of me that wants to see her do the one because I want to see something else. But I think for these few early races, I want to see her do some twos. That's where I really want to see her run mainly, to work on that strength, get back stronger. The 100 will come together. Trust me. The 100 meters will come together. The 200, definitely want to see her run it a bit more. Right now on the track is the women's, what's this, 3,000 meters steeplechase? Oh, it is. Yes, 3,000 meters steeplechase. So let's see how this will go. A lot of top names are in this as well. I believe that's the world record holder as well. I hold the world record nowadays. I think a what's your name? Yeah, Beatrice Shepkowicz holds it, right. Um, yeah, so as it relates to Brianna Liston, no. So I want her to run more tools, but I want her to I want to see, for selfish reasons, I want to see her run a 100 meters. Um, the 4x1 is manageable based on the spacing. I think they run the 4x1 first, right? So I think it's cool seeing her get a blowout over the 4x1 and then tackle whatever individual event. That's cool. I just don't want to see her doing all three, especially the mere fact that the last time I saw her running, she had Canesa tape on which leg? Anyway, her back glute, or hamstring. What you call that? I don't know what you call that. Underneath her butt. So yeah, I don't think I would want to see her run three events. Loving the new Puma fits. I don't know if I'm loving them. You know what I mean? I mean, Nike is just unoriginal. Nike has done little to nothing. These kits look just like every other kit every year. So Nike is completely like lazy as far as I'm concerned in terms of designing. Um, Adidas is so far the only one that looks completely different, completely new, completely original. Puma, it still looks like the years before. The color scheme is just a bit different. I want to see how it looks on some of our girls, and then I'll have a other opinion. I saw Kemba in it last week, I think, but I don't know if I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's that impressive. Um, okay, Mando loving the new fits. Da, da, da. Oh, I read that already. Mando did break the world record in Eugene, but for an outdoor opener to break the world record is incredible. 6.24, yeah. Event of the day is the men's 200 meters in Kenya. Let's see, T, what time does Kenya meet start? It's supposed to be soon, It's supposed to be well early. Let me see if I can check what time it starts. Let me see if I have a starting time. All right, my pages are moving extra slow. Too many streams going on. Okay, so keep Kiona Classic. Oh, I can actually watch live. Let me see. It's gonna be available on Inside Athletics. In the Caribbean, it's gonna be on Flow Sports. It says 4 p.m. GMT. What is 4 p.m. GMT? +3. Let me see. 4 p.m. GMT. Make a time. Okay. So this is telling me, is it at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock? One of these times. Because they're giving me different times. Like, which is it? Why are you giving me different times? This is GMT. Hold on there. GMT +3. So 4 p.m. Right now it's saying it's 12. It's 12:10. Right. That's the assumed time. Can anybody tell me what time it is in Kenya right now? Is it 12:10? So 4 p.m. would be 11 a.m. based on this. It could give or take an hour. Can anybody tell me the actual time in Kenya? Let me see if I'm right. Um, it says it's gonna be on Flow Sports, or you can watch World Athletics on World Athletics websites. Hey Keisha, what's up? Hey Ryan, what's up? Um, if y'all want to hate, hate. But didn't she lost last year? Also second before Dustin Sharika. What are y'all talking about hate? Y'all are confused. Some of you people are confused when they talk about hate. Analyzing a race isn't hate. The time wasn't impressive. Get over it. Nobody's holding water to the time. Everybody is saying that the time means nothing at this particular time of the year. She's going to be going faster. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you mean when you talk about hate when people analyze performances. The time wasn't impressive. What you want people to say? It go on like it was a sub 21, sub 22 time. That's wild to me. It wasn't a sub 22, guys. It was a 20. It was barely sub 23. Get over it. It wasn't impressive. Next. Um. Hey, don't worry, T. I was here early, just in the comment. She also lost to Sharika Jackson last year before dusting her in Doha. The last time I checked, Shakira was the one that was defeating Sharika over the 100 meters. If we're talking about 200 meters, there's no comparison there. Okay, there's zero comparison. Sharika is done supposed to be defeating her. So and she didn't beat her over the two. So I don't know what we're talking about here, but get over it. Nobody's hating on Shakira. The race wasn't impressive. Next, I say this about everybody. If the time wasn't if the races weren't what we expect them to be, I'm gonna say that. Look at last week. Oh, when was it? Last week or the week before at Miramar, which blew me away in terms of the performances. And I was just, point blank period. The times were not impressive. You guys want me to come on here and lie sometimes and then talk about, oh, we're hating on the athletes. We're not hating on the athletes. This performance was, less than impressive. We're not really, holding much weight to it because at the end of the day, it's just the first race. So let's see how our races progress from here. But don't act like it was impressive. It was not. Flow Sports is showing it. That's great. That's a great surprise. Yeah, I was surprised as well. So let's see. It's 3:11 in Nairobi. What? So the race starts in under hour. So what kind of time they must show me? So why they tell me that it's 12 p.m. over out there? So well, so it's under an hour. But by then the Diamond League should end. Am I gonna be staying on live for this whole stream? I'm wondering. I'll just create a different stream and then keep moving. When I'm on, as a matter of fact, while I'm on live, I'm gonna be creating my thumbnail and doing a whole bunch of back and forth for keep because may never know say it will come up so fast. I thought I would have a break in between, child. I'm talking about the comments I'm reading. Okay. Hey Charlene, what's up? Hey Jake. Shakira needs to stop drinking Coca-Cola. Yes, please stay. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna end this live because this live is Diamond League and I don't want to make the lives too long. So I'm gonna end this live and then I'm going to have a different one. So let me see if I can juice together a thumbnail right away. Beatrice wins the 3,000 meter steeplechase in a world leading time, 8 minutes 55.40 seconds. In second was Cherotish, all Kenyan, 9 minutes 05.49 seconds. She dipped below 9 minutes in this first race. Whoa. What's the world record? Hold on there. The world record is. Wait, why is it not showing me world record? It's only showing me. It is showing me. I'm not seeing world record. Usually, world record is right at the top. But that should be pretty close to the world record if I'm not mistaken. Okay. What's up next? Men's 110 meter hurdles. Okay, just 3 events are coming up. Just 3 left. Crap, how quickly can I create a thumbnail? I don't even have a picture. Was I even planning to go live? Okay. Let me see if I can create a thumbnail really quickly. So the men's 110 meter hurdles is up. Who's gonna be a Kip Keino? Let's see. Lee's gonna be a Kip Keino, right? I think Let's see. Lee's gonna be there. Let me see if I can find a Let's see Lee. Alright, so Shepkovic is going around the track. Alright, so guys, we're just waiting for the next track event to come up. Just waiting for the next event to come up on track. While I'm there searching for some Jamaican. I think Alana. I think Alana is gonna be here. Well, not think. Alana should be here. Guys, I'm just trying to do this as quickly as possible. Whilst, you know. Let me see. Let me use this picture instead. Is this a better picture? Why is this not working? We're not doing this right now in a Canva. Alright, so coming up in the men's 110 meter hurdles, we have Orlando Bennett, we have Cardell Tinch, we have Shunsuke Izumiya, we have Hansa Parchment, we have Daniel Roberts, we have Frederick Crittenden, we have Jamal Britt, and we have Eric Edwards, and we have Lu Junji. That's who is here. Alright, so Xiamen. Jamaicans be pronouncing all words that they're English. Well, at least I do. Where did I just see a picture that I said I was going to use? Where did it go? Lord of mercy. Why did I pass it? I can't find. Alright, guys, I have too much things happening on my thing. So it's not working. I wonder if I can log into. Let me log in here and see. My Canva is not working. I have too much things open. Too much streaming on this laptop. Too much streaming. Let me see what's going on in the comments. Hey Charlene, hey Jake. I don't know if I said that already, but hey. Um, no, go and get some rest and come back later for Velocity Fest. What time do you think the winner of the 100 meters will run? I think we can probably get a sub 11. I mean, it's at altitude one. I mean, Alana had a good race, so I think we can get a 10:9 from her. Maybe I like a high 10:9. Are we talking about the women? Um, the lady who won the 200-meter race is part of Jamaica. It makes it more amazing that she beat Shakiri. How is she part of Jamaica? Her parents? Her name isn't on the lineup? Lana is no longer in the lineup? Lord of mercy. Roberts versus Parchment. I think it's gonna be Roberts versus Parchment versus Tinch. But I want you guys to also be mindful that these people haven't opened their season yet, so we're not really sure where they are. So even though we can go based on personal best, how they'll run potentially, there's no way to really say. All I know is that in this field there are a lot of sub 1310s. A whole lot of sub 1310s, and when you have a field with this type of lineup, anybody can win. Most people in this race save just three people. Just three people in this field are not, don't have a personal best of sub 1310, right? So with that said, based on the performances, we can expect a good run from most of the athletes, I would say. But because it's the first race, I still can't say for sure. But I think it's going to be a great race overall. Oh, she's half Jamaican. I had no idea. All right, I'm going to look out for, what's her name? Louis? Something another Louis? Guys, if there's no Alana at this meeting, me no see the need for me the online if you keep Kano, Don't get me wrong, I'm going to be watching nonetheless, but like what would I be looking forward to from a Jamaican perspective exactly? It's better to take a break and come back for later for sure. For sure. Because, let me see. I'm trying to get back to Keep Key in a Classic so that I can see the start lists. I want to see the start list. And I need a cup of tea too. I need a cup of mojo. Schedule this week. I need to see some start lists. All right, so Alman walks away with the win, 69.80, a new meeting record. If it's one thing about certain events, they always turn up and do well, regardless of the time of the year, which is very interesting. And I always find it interesting. Why is it that it's only the short sprinters that don't come out and run fast? Even the long distance athletes come out and just run fast regardless of the time of the year. It could be the beginning, the middle, or the end. You know what I mean? They just stay running fast, right? But it's only the short sprinters you see, and it's 100, 200, maybe 400, you would say, that you don't see come out and just be running fast from the get-go. And I wonder why that is. Because it seems to be manageable by everybody else. Everybody's able to come out fast, or most people are able to come out fast in other events and maintain it for the rest of the season. So that's pretty interesting. That's a school of thought. Just wondering. Hey Arthur, what's up? Parchment says this is gonna be his last Olympics. That one burns too. Look here, I'm not looking forward to see none of these people retire. I'm not looking forward to see Shelly retire. I'm not looking forward to see Johan retire. I'm not looking forward to see Hansa go. But it's just part of the game and we just have to get with it. But That is gonna also be a tough pill to swallow when the time comes. Shelly is one of those pills that I still refuse to swallow. I think I saw somebody complaining to me that I haven't covered Shelly retiring. I haven't covered Shelly retiring because I actually don't want to. I want to pretend like she's not retiring. It's not something that that I'm comfortable with at this moment. Anyway, Orlando Bennett is in lane one, in lane two, in the hurdles. Then Cardell Tinch is here. So why do some of the people have the old Nike kit and some of the people them don't have the new Nike kit? All right, Izumia is here as well. He's in lane 4. Hansa Parchment is in lane 5. Yes, me youth. Boy, Hansa Parchment is such a tall glass of water. He is goddamn Jamaican in all glory. Yes, me youth. Okay. All right. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes. Daniel Roberts is in lane 6. You know what I'm just remembering? I'm remembering that girl in, where was it? In Japan. Last, in 2021 when Hansa Parchment got lost. That helped her. And I said that the reason why she helped her, why she helped, the reason why she helped Hansa because Hansa still good. When she see Hansa, she said, no, me have to help Hansa. Why did I do that video? That video was deleted from the channel, unfortunately, because it had a lot of little snippets. And when I was going through all of my copyright issues, it had to go. It's unfortunate it had to go. But I done a year in review video. And let me tell you something. Hansa Parchment made it. And may I tell you, Hansa stay good. Hansa stay nice. Hansa body set right. Hansa is what is a Jamaican man. In full glory. All right, they're getting on their knees. Let's go. Let's see. So they're on their marks. Set. Are they off? Hansa gets a bad start. Daniel Roberts gets a good start. Also Izuma. Here comes Daniel Roberts, and Izuma is gone. Hansa Parchment is trying to come back. Cardell Tinch is also there. Hansa Parchment is behind. Roberts looks like he's going to take it. Roberts takes it 13.12. So there's a photo between Izuma, Tinch, Cretenden, and Edwards. Roberts takes the window. Hansa Parchment was 6th based on this. Let me see the times. Let me see the times. 13.11. 13.11 for the win. 13.16 for second. Cardell Tinch. Izumia was third. 13.17. Freddie Cretenden. 13.30. Eric Edwards. 13.31. And Hansa Parchment. 13.33. All right. Let me check the replay. So Roberts has a strong finish, Cretenden and also Izumia. Hansa Parchment, his typical, comeback in the race was missing. So this is what I will say. This was actually my expectation. His start was horrible. As horrible as they get. I mean, he wasn't the last person, but you can practically call him the last person out of the blocks. But typically what you're used to from Hansa Parchment coming towards, especially the last 40, you see him really come back at the field, but that was missing in this race. But when I did my preview, and I hope some of you were there for my preview, my expectation for Hansa was someplace around 13.3 and 13.4. 13.3, 13.4. Right? Especially with the coaching issue that I was hearing about as well. I was saying 13.3, 13.4. And typically how he usually comes out is around this time as well. If I'm not mistaken, this is probably one of his fastest coming outs as well. 13-3 is very fast for him. Well within my expectations. And then I was expecting Daniel Roberts and Cardell Tinch and Izume. Izumia to be there, as well as Freddie Crittenden. I thought he could have, been in top 4. But top 6 isn't bad considering, again, the time that he ran. Because the time for me it was expected. This is how he usually comes out, as I said. And this is pretty fast for him for an opener. So let's see how his season progresses. Hanzo is going to turn up when trials comes, for sure. And then he's going to turn up at the Olympic Games. He has done so every year, right? So I'm not really concerned at all with what happened here. Where am I? Okay. Parchment says it's going to be... Oh, I read this already. Brabel needs to run at these international meets. He does. Maybe not this one. This is just the first Diamond League, guys. So, many more Diamond Leagues to come. I believe they have 9 stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They have 15 Diamond League stops this season. 15 Diamond League stops this season. So many more to come. This is just the first one. We haven't seen many more athletes that are typically on the circuit. So look forward to the other Diamond Leagues to come. I expect to see Rashid Broadbell at some particular point in time, as well as the others. What time is Elaine running? Elaine doesn't run today. Elaine runs next week. Elaine runs the 27th. 27th or 29th. 1 second. Let me see the dates. 27th, I think. Alana is not on the start list. All right, guys, no live. I'm sorry. I'm going to get something to eat, get refreshed, and be back for whatever updates that need to come through for the rest of the day. There's still a lot of Jamaican running that's happening, a lot of international running, a lot of collegiate running. So yeah, I just have a long day ahead, so I don't want to be on a live that, the one Jamaican that was going to be there won't be there. Well, I don't think is that the only Jamaican? I think that's the only Jamaican. So yeah. Central nervous system is more fatigue is more prevalent in short sprints than long distance. So sprinters have to manage their load across the season to peak at the right time. So let me ask you a question. Are the hurdlers considered short sprinters? That's a question. So if I don't have a problem with what you're saying, I'm just saying if we can see other sprinters do it, other events, why not those sprinters? When it comes to the 100, 200, and 400, why is it that there's always this? If you run fast in the early season, you can't maintain. And I think there's a school of thought that prevents people from believing that you'll be able to maintain. And that is why a lot of people, underestimated Julian Alfred last season, because everybody was like, well, she's running so fast early in the season, she can't maintain. But guess what? Julian Alfred maintained. And the reality is that in all of the other events, everybody is still able to maintain throughout the whole season. So why not, again, the shorter sprinters, 1, 2, 4? You know what I mean? The triple jump is still on. Zango's best jump so far is 16.29. He's the world champion, remember, from last year, and he's in 8th place. Can you make a video about Shelly's new training video, especially to get engagement? I can make a video on Shelly. I actually want to make a video on Shelly, just that Shelly doesn't really give me much to talk about sometimes. And the other thing, as I mentioned, her retiring. I know people are looking out for me to do a retirement video on Shelly. I have one planned, but I'm trying to time it for the right time. But I kind of just don't want to do it as well, because I just want to live in La La Land a little bit longer. I feel like when you start to say certain things, it becomes real. Parchment runs how Parchment, typically runs, and it's a good first run. Guys, forget the wind was a negative 0.3. So forget the placement. Forget his placement and look at his time. This time is a good opener for a typical Hands of Parchment. If you know Hands of Parchment and running, this is a great season opener. So forget where he placed and look at the time. The time was a 13.33. This is one of Hands of Parchment's fastest ever openers. I remember last year when he opened this season, he opened it running like some 13.8 or 13.6, I don't recall, and everybody was like, what's going on with Hansel? You know what I mean? So, and he came back to win a world championship silver medal, and he was just a step away, as far as I'm concerned, from winning gold, because if y'all remember what happened at the Diamond League finals, where he finally was back in, tip-top shape enough to beat, Grant Holloway, plus run a new personal best. Do not forget. So the time is fabulous for a Hands of Parchment, right? And we will see him slowly but surely. I believe the next time you see Hansel, you'll probably see him in 13-1 shape. This is just how Hansel runs. So, nothing really surprising here. The men's 100 meters is up now. Is this the last event? No. It says penultimate. So what's the next one after this? Oh, no, the 1500. Okay. Women's 1500 meters is up now, not men's 100, sorry. So Faith Kipiegan withdrew. She's experiencing some minor muscle irritation. So we have the likes of LMO. Sigai is here. Lots of people are here. This is a big 1500 meter field. A lot of the best in the world are here. So let us see. Hi, Lou is here. Lots of people are here. So let's see. Wait. Hold on there. What's the coaching issue? Oh no, it's just that I believe he's training locally, but his coach is overseas. So that is a little bit of a concern for me, but let's see how it goes going forward. With Parchment, you never really know what to expect. The Americans did well today. Yeah, man. And I expected them to do well, which is why, if you guys, you have to watch the live videos. You see, when I do live videos, y'all have to watch as well, because I talk a bit longer and I explain my thoughts a bit more clearer for y'all to understand. So yeah, this for me wasn't surprising because it was well within my expectation. Parchment heard what you were saying about him and got distracted. Look here. Hands of Parchment is a tall drink of water. One of them nice spring water there at Jamaica. One of them nice mountain peak water there. Yeah. That's the 7th fastest time of the year for Hands of So Good. Yeah, man, that was a great time. I think people are looking at the placement and thinking, oh, it wasn't a good performance. The time was good. It's a good time. So I'm not really concerned. Last year he opened up much, much slower. So I'm not concerned. Can you please make a video about train? Oh, I think I read this already. Sure. I like what I saw in Shirley's training video. So that's a video that can be made for sure. But I don't know if it's going to be made today, unfortunately, because I have a lot of races to focus on this today. So probably either into tomorrow or maybe Monday, but not today, because today I have to focus on what's live and present in my face, and this is a lot. There's a lot of meetings on today. So the 1500 is on the track. The pacemaker is there leading, but Sugai is in second. Halom. So Ethiopia is leading second through to 7th, and an Ethiopian is also the pacemaker. So this is great running from Ethiopians, but first and second has really, dislodged themselves from the rest of the pack. Let's see if the pacemaker is going to carry through to the end. But this girl is 18. I tell you about them long distance runner here. They just become younger and younger and younger. So Halom is apparently 18 years old. Okay, so the pacemaker drops off. All right, so now it's Sugai and Halom here, but this is interesting. What time for the men's 100? It's coming up right after the women's 1500 meters. So they're going into the final lap, I want to say, for the women's 1500 meters. Is this going to be the final lap, I think? I think they're going into the final lap. So after the final, after this, yeah, they're going into the final lap. So with that said, right after that. T, no T, don't do any retirement video, please. Oh boy, I've been running away from it. You know what I mean? I just don't want to, live that reality just yet. For the better part of my, life, understanding and loving track and field, Shelly has always been a part of it, and it's like I just don't want to deal with it. But anyway, Siga looks like she's interested in doing something crazy here in the 1500 meters. Let's see. Let us see what Siga runs here. Do they still have world record? Why did I not have the world record up? $350.30. Wow. Wow. Is that the second fastest time ever? Third fastest. Wow. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Really fantastic running. Again, why is it that all these people can run so fast and maintain it throughout the whole season, but when it comes to the 1 to 400 meters, But great running from the Ethiopians. A lot of personal best in the first two. So Sigai personal best, third fastest time ever, 3 minutes 50.30 seconds. PB for Halem, and she ran a 3 minute 53.22 seconds. And third place season's best was Mesele, and she ran 3 minutes 57.61. So great running in the women's 1500 meters. So it's basically a 13-2. Good run from Hansel. No, that's a great run from Hansel. Right, he opened with a 13-6 last year. So yeah, great. This is a great run. Shakiri came second. Parchment came sixth. The energy is so different here. No, William. Please remember what I said. I said the time was not impressive. Forget the placing. The time was not impressive. And you're not going to get me to change my opinion. Shakira couldn't come second as she want to come. If she comes second around 25 seconds, then the time not impressive. Shakira came second running 23.96 or something like that. Or 98. The time not impressive. 22.98 for Shakira Richardson. What? That is in no way in comparison to 13.33. If you think 13.33 for sixth place and 22.90s whatever for second place is the same thing, is not the same thing. It is not the same thing. Third fastest time in history, yeah. Fabrice Sango is now in fourth place on his fifth attempt. 16.75. He's not in top 71, I should say. He's not in top 3. So let's see if he can get it in it. Nope, I don't think so. Don't think so. Don't think so. But then again, let me not even say that, because I'm looking at the line and the line may not be right. Oh no, he jumps at 16.90. So he makes it into top 3. Boy, I'm not telling no lie though. 16. Where Jadon there? Where is my little Jadon? Mighty God, I can't wait for Jadon to open up his season and come dust out the world. And I just pray he stays injury free for the rest of the season. All right, guys. Final event on the track coming up is the men's 100 meters. Let's see what Jamaica can do in this one versus the rest of the world. Let us see what Jamaica can do versus the rest of the world. All right, so Prashada is gonna take the jump. I don't know if I'm liking Puma's color scheme. What is this yellow and black or gold and black and pink situation? Especially from back way, it doesn't look like it works together. I don't know if I'm liking this, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm liking these Puma kits. I think the ones I like the best so far are the ones from Adidas. They kind of make the girls look sexy. They have this little weird, different colored thing that's happening, and it gives it like the sexy silhouette happening. And I'm like, okay, I like it. I like it. You know what I mean? I think Adidas has taken the kits on the circuit for me this year. And I'm not talking about the ones for the country now, don't get me wrong, because Jamaica for Puma definitely takes the kit there. I'm talking about the ones that you wear when you're competing, on the circuit. I think I'm preferring Adidas the best. Woo. Almost a world lead, getting close to the world lead. Almost a world lead. I don't like when I see jumpers limping like that after the jump, It always makes me nervous. I like how Pishardo jumps. I think I was talking about Jadon recently, and I was saying he's the only one that I that kind of gives me that floating vibe. Pishardo kind of does it. I still feel when he hits the track. I still feel that tension. I still feel the boop boop in all of his phases. But he does give me gliding, you know. But the rest of them just give me stiff and gliding. Expecting Johan to have a good performance and Akeem winning with Coleman second and Fred Curley third. Coleman for the win. I want to see Fred. I want to see where Fred is at. Kipiegon can defeat Segai easily, but she needs to be careful. All right, guys, that was the third fastest time ever. Faith Kipiegon has the two fastest times ever. But don't underestimate the third fastest time ever. As far as I'm concerned, Faith Kipiegon would need to be in world record shape to beat the present Segai that turned up. Practically, you breaking the world record to beat her. You understand what I'm saying? So don't underestimate the times. I don't like when people do that. That time was phenomenal. Don't say, Faith Kipiegon would have run it easy. What I will say, though, is that I believe Faith Kipiegon has this kind of luck on the event where she has this way of whatever you do, she can one-up you. You know what I mean? So that's what I've, gotten the vibe of her. And I think there's another athlete that does the same thing as well when she's running. Sifan Hassan, they have this way of gauging the field and being able to one-up you. So regardless of what you do, she can one-up you. So, and it's part of the reason why I also wanted to see Sigai and Faith Kipiegon in that 5,000 meters. You remember the 5,000 meters where Sigai broke the world record in Eugene? It's part of the reason why I wanted to see Faith Kipiegon in that race, because I felt like if she was there, the world record could have probably been lower, because she just has this ability to, in my opinion, to run whatever to best you, right? So, but don't say it would be easy, because this is a great run and it was not easy. It was a hard run. Segai, you could see Segai feeling it in every turn, to run this quickly. So it wasn't easy, but it was a fabulous run. Could Fabe Kipiegon have matched it? Yeah, sure. She's the world record holder. She holds the two fastest times above this one. But don't say it would have been easy. Segai probably going to lower that 5,000 meter world record this season. I'm interested to see what will happen when they all face off against each other again over that 5,000 meters. I don't know what Faith Kipiegon is doing this year, to be honest, because she seems to be doing more road running. She wants to go up to be the longest distance. I think she talked about the 10,000 last year as well. So I don't know what she's going to be doing, to be honest. I think the sweet spot is her 15 and clearly her 5. But I mean, whatever you want to do, just go after it. You know what I mean? But For now, let's see how the season goes. I agree. Kipiegon is going to have to go sub 50. Yeah, should definitely have to be in personal best shape, and that's pretty much world record shape. You know what I mean? So again, I don't say that the time would have been easy to beat, but could she have? Yeah. Um, it's Olympic year. People are going to bring it. Reigning champs need to watch out for sure. I wonder what Hassan will run this year. I think Hassan keeps crippling herself by making bad decisions in terms of how many events she competes in. To keep being doing the 15, the 5, and the 10,000 is wild to me. Um, the fastest is 3:49:11. The second fastest is Genzebe Debaba 3:50:07. I thought Faith Kipyegon had 2 times lower than that, but okay. Um, I remember her having a 350 point something low last season, and I mean after the World Championships, I believe. Maybe it wasn't as fast as I thought. Third is no guy. Okay. All right. So the men's 100 meters is on the track. Let's go. So we have in lane one from China, Deng. What is his name? Deng Jingyu, child. And anyway, Yoshida Kiryu is in lane two. Johan Blake is in lane three. All right, let's go. Let's go, Johan. Let's go. Let's go. Then we have Brandon Cranes from America. He's in lane four. Fred Curley is in lane five. Christian Coleman is in lane six. Akeem Blake is in lane seven. Rohan Watson is in lane eight. Ronnie Baker is in lane nine. And Ryu Wada is in lane 10. So they're runners from Japan. They're using all 10 lanes. All right. I'm just not impressed by these Nike outfits. They all keep looking like the same thing year after year. Hey, Akeem, let's go. Let's go, Rohan. Johan, please shut me today because I'm tired. Oh boy. Man, I know what is a child. I just want to see a good run. I'm praying for it. Because I don't know myself either. I don't know what to think either at this point. The hair is squeezing my ear. It hurts. All right. Set. All right, they're off. Christian Coleman gets a great start. So does Fred Furdy. And here comes Akeem Blake. Christian Coleman is gone. Here comes Akeem Blake and Fred Curley. Fred Curley is in second. Akeem Blake is coming back. All right, it's Fred. Ooh. Okay. 10.13. Is it cold? 10.13 for Christian Coleman. 10.17 for Fred Curley. 10.20 for Akeem Blake. 10.27 for Rohan Watson. But let's wait for Johan Blake time come in. Johan Blake runs at 10.43 seconds. right. I have one question before I give you my thoughts. What's the weather? What is the temperature? But then that doesn't really apply either because the hurdlers ran well. All right. I like the distribution of Christian Coleman's race. His start, didn't appear as poppy as it may typically have done. But again, that may assist the last phase, meaning that he doesn't decelerate too quickly, right? He looked pretty even throughout his whole race. So I love that execution from Christian Coleman. The only thing I'm not loving is the times. I love the execution from the athletes. The athletes placed where I thought they would place. I thought Christian Coleman would win. I thought Fred Curley would be second. I thought Akeem would be third. Oh, I need to rewatch the race to see what Rohan Watson did. I wasn't really focusing on his execution, but he was fourth in the race. But I don't know what's going on with the times. Am I loopy? I must be loopy at this particular point. 10.13? Okay. I don't know what going in a John shop, yeah. Let me go because what is happening. Faith Kipyegon wants to win a third Olympic gold. She pulled out of this race because of a minor muscle irritation. Yes, I did hear. Johan, please shot me to. Oh, I think I read this. I agree. If T Faith has the other gear if she needs to. Plus, she does have the best finishing speed of all the athletes. Yeah. Let's see what shares will do concerning the theory of not running fast from the get go and taking it right through the season. Yeah, I want to see what she does as well. Kiryu held the under 18 world record at 10.19. It's lower to 10.15, then 10.09. People keep getting faster. Akim, I need you in top two. LOL, the only person blazing this time around is Tebogo. Is it cold? Not me really. If you ask if it's cold, guys, becoming understand. I'm confused. I'm confused. Negative 0.6. It's pretty warm. Guys, even with a negative 0.6, this time is not giving. It's negative 0.6 now, take off, not now for this. You probably take off point 0.03. Let me go for my win collector, my calculator and see. Dada, no, that's the wrong thing. I'm looking for calculator. What was the time? 10.13. Xiamen. Goodbye. 10.13 minus. I told you, you see? I told it was only taking off 0.03, and that's exactly what it took off. In dead wind, it's 10.10. What kind of conversation are we having exactly? Let me close this page. Now that the Diamond League is done. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the expectation is or was for some people. But gosh, 10 seconds at least. I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling impressed. I haven't felt impressed so far based on anything the sprinters have done from a senior perspective. I have felt impressed by the collegiates, for sure. But when it comes to these professional athletes, I don't think I've felt impressed just yet. I'm just, taking the performances in stride, and I'm like, okay, based on this kind of trending, you're going to end up here, blah, blah, blah. But I was hearing that this track is also one of the fastest tracks as well. I mean, this is where Coleman came and ran 983 last year. No, different time of the year, clearly, so you won't be getting the same performances. I get that much as well. So I wasn't expecting no 98 to nothing. But I was expecting faster than a 1013. I'd be lying to you if I told you I was expecting something, you know, slow as this. And no, we start to look at, what's his name, Noah Lyles, and we're like, okay, well, Noah Lyles run 10-0. What was it? 1 in a positive 1.7. Then you're running a 10.3. Nobody looks better than everybody looks like crap at this particular point. All of this is just, it's not giving. Nothing is giving at this particular point. In these sprints, I don't know. T the hurdles made this meet interesting along with Mondo, for sure. No, the distance running as well. I love the 800 meters. I love the 15. The 5,000 was also good. What else was there? I mean, the 400 meter was. I don't know. Something they're writing at the buttermilk. May I try remember the other year? They first everybody did come out and look slow every year. You know what I mean? At least one person was doing something you thought they should be doing. But nobody not doing anything right now, so I never know if you say. I don't know if you say. The weather is breaking sports bulletin is back with the weather is horrible. And the weather must horrible for true. Come, I don't know what going on so. And then there was Johan, 10.43 seconds, season best. 1/100th of a second faster than I guess what he did at Miramar. Rohan Watson won 10.9, 10.52 in Miramar, 10.27 here. It's not a bad time. At the beginning, the commentator said it was raining before the meet. Even the high gym bed was wet. Wind is negligible. Top of the morning to you too, Toki. That field should have produced a 9.9. Everybody's a little rusty. It is what it is. Still love seeing it. It's still early. I feel like a lot of athletes are taking it easy this year. Akeem has a great start. Coleman just has a faster start. What I appreciate with Akeem, he didn't lose momentum. So where he started and where Christian Coleman started is pretty much how they ended. You know what I mean? Which is good execution, because for me, I thought Christian Coleman's run was pretty evenly distributed. I did notice that Fred Curley had a better start than he typically does. And he seemed to have come back towards Coleman towards the end of the race, which, bodes well for him. But I think, it was a great run for the top three. Again, I didn't really get to see Watson because I wasn't looking at him, so I don't really know. I'm going to have to look back at the race again to see what he did. And of course, Johan, because child, I didn't even see Johan during the race either. So I don't know why he did the run a back run this. So I'm going to have to really look at their execution. But I thought top three gave me the execution I needed to see. They gave me the execution I thought they would give me. But I'm just concerned when it comes to the times, and I know it's still early, so it's I'm not using it to hold it against them per se, but I'm just kind of curious and wondering what is happening in terms of these times. I would be thinking that at this particular time the times would be timing, but they're still not timing, which is strange to me. I don't know. I hope they're just giving enough to get the cobwebs out, but these times are molasses. It's still a bit early. Just give them until next week, or I'm gonna tell you, May. If I still see these performances in May, then I'm gonna start to wonder in my brain what's going on. April, I can, wipe April from the books in terms of these performances, because again, it's still early, but May for sure is when I need to see some 9.9s. You know what I mean? 9.9s, 9.8s, whatever happening. If I'm still getting 10s in May, then I'm going to be like, something not right. But yeah, I feel the USA and JA sprinters have to be ready a lot sooner than the rest of the world, as trials will be tough. I think they are all a bit behind. I don't know about being behind, but I expected more. Well, next week we will see a rematch again, hopefully 9-9. If it's like this next month, yeah, it'll be a problem. I agree. Right. So if it's like this next month, I'm gonna start scratching my head and wondering what's going on. But for now, I hold no weight over the performances. Like I said, with the Shakiri one, I expected a faster time. Do I think this is gonna affect her going into trials? No, but I did expect a faster time. With this one, I expected a fast time. Do I think it's going to affect them going into their trials? No. I still expect Christian Coleman, Fred Curler to be there in the conversation. I still expect Akeem Blake. And actually, I'm very impressed by Akeem Blake in this run as well. They're in the conversation 100%. So it bodes well for him in heading into the Jamaican Championships when you start to look at who he's up against. We've seen a very good Oblique Civil. So right now you may say Oblique Civil is a top contender. I believe how he's running against Christian Coleman and Fred Curley puts him in the conversation of top 3. The only other question mark in my brain now is where the likes of Kishane Thompson is going to be. You know what I mean? Then you'd have to think about the outside chances. What about Ryan Ford? Right? What about Rowan Watson? Rowan Watson won last year. You know what I mean? You have to think about all these outside shots now that may come in. But for now, I think this kind of execution for me when it comes to Akeem Blake puts him in solid stead when I look at, what's happening in local sprinting from a Jamaican perspective. Puts him in good stead. I just think overall the performance, the times just didn't give me what I thought the times would have given me. Wasn't the win a factor? It was negligible, so I wouldn't say. Me late, but me reach. Good morning. Good morning, Chef. You come when the stream is about to end. You're not gonna see fast times until trials time. Okay. Personal best performances, I will say sure. I'm not expecting to see those until potentially trials, closer to trials. But I'll be lying to you if I'm telling you by next month I'm not expecting to see some 9-9, some 9-8s. If no allows them now run in a mid-May, late May, give me some low 9-9, some high 9-8, mid 9-8, something wrong. I don't know, something that's gonna be right in the buttermilk for me. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion. Everybody can look at it differently, and that's fine. This is just my personal opinion. I hope it's not one of those years where collegians will win trials. At least it looks like that at this point. Well, the collegians are doing well so far. Their season's a bit different, so I never compare it with what the professionals are doing because they're pretty much out and running from, earlier on in the season. Plus also the NCAA championships is just a month away. So not even a month away, less than a month away, right? No, not NCAA, sorry. What is it called? They're the what do you call that thing? Where the sectional, finals, like the SECs and, that comes up, I believe, less than a month away. So these athletes need to be ready, right? They need to be, and then after SECs, they have to go to the qualification for each section as well. So there's a lot of running that they have to do and be ready pretty soon. So don't mind them and the performances now. They have to be ready now because whatever is going on for them collegiately is happening now, right? So don't compare it. I don't compare it, but let's see what happens next month. That's just how I feel about it. Johan's time is up. I've been ignoring it. I have been ignoring it. I have been ignoring it, and I'm gonna keep ignoring it. Hopefully Nike Golden Child can win soon and bring track to newer heights, as Coleman said. Who is that now? Golden Child Shakari? But this is also an indication that the women hurdler is gonna be special because of their times already. Right, I did say I was getting the vibe that we're gonna be seeing something, jaw dropping this season from the women hurdlers. And it's interesting because I did a video a year or two ago, and I said we are probably on the cusp. I believe it was 2 years ago because it probably was 2022 when I did it. And I said we're on the cusp of possibly seeing, some athletes that will be able to dip below 13. What is it? Below 13? What did the women run? 12? Child, what did the women run? Yeah, 12, yeah. So dip below 12 seconds, right? I think I remember when I did a video and I was talking about Toby Amusan, and I said what I've noticed is that a lot of the hurdlers, they're faster now. When you look at their 100-meter personal best, a lot of them have 13 not 13 sorry, 11 personal bests, right? And I remember saying to myself, based on these personal bests, we are going to see a dawn of a new age, for the women hurdlers, and that's what we're seeing. If you check the personal best for most of these hurdlers, I think the slowest, one of the slowest ones, I think, is Brittany Anderson with a 11:4 or something like that. But that's because she really runs the 100. I'm sure if she runs her 100 meters in today's day, I'm sure she's much faster than that, right? But when you look at the likes of Kira Nugent, they're like 11:0 sprinters. You know what I mean? So, and then we have also a budding star in Kerika Hill that was already 11:16 a couple years ago, right? So when you take all of those things into consideration, I was like, we're gonna see, a new dawn of a new age in the hurdles. And it's interesting because they asked the same question in the press conference to Jasmine Camacho Queen. She said she feels like, we with the set of with the crop of hurdles that are out there now, we can possibly get someone breaking into sub 12 for true. She doesn't know who. She hopes it's herself, but she's getting that vibe as well that there's great things happening in the hurdles. So, I mean, some of y'all laughed at me when I said that when I did that video 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. You understand what I'm trying to say? I have foresight. Foresight. You see, in moments like this is where you say, T, you can pop your collar. You know what I mean? So when I be talking about these things and saying, yeah, I'm seeing some crazy things in the hurdles, and I believe in the years to come, we're going to be seeing some crazy stuff. And I don't underestimate my thing. Nobody come to ask me, say, who are you? What have you ever done in track and field? Which sport have you competed in? You know what I mean? That's always y'all's comeback. When you want to say anything, to to don't play whatever I have to say, it's always, you've never competed in track and field. You know what I mean? So you see, when I see these things coming to pass and other people also talking about it now, I'm like, oh, so when I talked about it 2 years ago, where was all this? You know what I mean? But I hope some of y'all remember, the videos are on the channel. Well, I hope they're still there because I've deleted some, I won't lie. I talk about the copyright issues that I've experienced in the past, and some of the videos just had to go. But, it's just interesting seeing some of these things come to pass, right? Or other people that are analyzing the sport seeing the same thing and getting the same vibe. You know what I mean? I think we're going to be getting something very, very interesting in the women's hurdles, and I can't wait to see it. I live for it. The hurdles have always been given; they give every year, and I feel like this is one of those years that we may see something jaw dropping. And I just pray that the athletes remain healthy. You know what I mean? I think I was joking on, I don't remember if it was my live stream or Coaches Dex's live stream, and saying we may need 18 lanes, not 18, but I keep saying 18. We may need 16 lanes for this women's 100-meter finals, because I kind of think it's unfair when you have so many good people running so fast and you're literally just, separated by maybe hundreds of a second, and you don't make it. One, you probably don't even make your national team. I think that's the wildest thing to see. A crop of amazing athletes, one not even make the USA team. Jamaica is getting up there in terms of our depth as well. You know what I mean? It's the wildest thing seeing that sometimes. So anyway, let's see. But I'm expecting great things. Where am I? LOL. This could be 2017 all over again if things don't pick up. Gatlin won. I'm hoping not. I get what you're saying, and I'm hoping not. Give equal respect to each who deserve them. I go on like she breathed life in the track. If give Noah more credit for that, to be honest, but females, it's Shelly and Elaine. No, for sure. I'm always for giving, especially when sport is so performance based. It's hard to look at people performing and not getting the credit they deserve. You know what I mean? But again, I will say that the athletes also have some kind of responsibility as well to, do something for themselves. If you need to hire somebody, hire them and get going. You know what I mean? You know what I've learned in this life? You have to spend money to make money. Some people are maybe not willing to spend the money to make the money. So to say hire people to manage your social media and stuff like that, yeah, you have to spend the money. But in the long run, will you be able to make the money back from it? So say for instance, me, I'm barely making anything on TXT track time, right? But I see the need for somebody to, help me with my social media, and I hired somebody. It's not anymore. I'm now looking for somebody else again. But anyway, at the time, so even out of the little cushions that I'm making, I'm like, look here, you have to spend money to make money. You know what I mean? Would I be making anything from it? In the immediate, no, but in the future, maybe. You know what I mean? So you have to spend money to make money. So these athletes have to spend some of their money that they're sitting down and spend it. Get somebody to manage your social media. You know what I mean? Get you to people to talk about you on a daily basis, because they're consistently seeing you on their feed, right? When you only see athletes once in a blue moon, or only when they're running, or only when championship are going, then by the time the championship done, we're gonna forget you and move on with our life, right? So yeah. Gina Bus 11:33. Oh, the 100 meters don't know. Okay, cool. I'm about to end this live, guys. I'm gonna get something to eat and get ready for the rest of the day. Um, so who is gonna win Olympic gold? I hope Jamaica. Are we talking about the men? I'm looking out for Kishan and I'm looking out for Oblique for sure. For now, I think Akeem has some going to go if he wants to get into the conversation for medals at this point. He seems to be not there fully. I see him in the finals, not medal, based on when I take into consideration a few things. But let's see. Talk here, talk tea. Of course, me have to pop my color, and I know better pop my color too. Really shot diamond 11-1, 11-3. Well, no, going in Gina was had a 11-3 personal season's best. So that's right around where she was running, and she was always running in Africa anyway. So, and most places in Africa are at altitude. So that's pretty much what I was expecting from a Gina. I was hoping Alana would have run, but it is what it is. So Alana got beaten. Alana wasn't there, I don't think. At least I hope she wasn't there and lost to 11-3-3. I hope that's not what y'all are telling me. Um, no, guys, we don't tell anybody to retire ever. Remember, this is a livelihood. This is a livelihood, right? So we never tell anybody to retire ever. Well, I want some excitement, so I don't know. And it is what it is. Teacher got what Mboma run today. Oh, that's a conversation to be had. I was messing with you because you said you could see the future. Hey, Chatham, I love you too. I appreciate it. Kishane could really upset them. Yeah, man, I'm looking out for when Kishane and Oblique touch the track. I'm getting good vibes, good motions, positive energy. I've been feeling a lot of positive energy this season from our camp. We haven't seen the performances yet, don't get me wrong, but I'm still getting a lot of positive energy. So I'm looking forward to that come this season. So, but for now, it is what it is, guys. That's the Diamond League, first one in the books. Yeah, a world record. We got a world record. So we got a few world leads as well. A few all-time best performances, you would say. So yeah, a good meet overall. I guess from a sprinting perspective, it was kind of lackluster, but let's see what happens in a few. Yeah, Elaine is running next week at the Bermuda Classic or Invitational, whatever it's called, Bermuda something. But she'll be there, and of course, guys, I'll be covering that as well. Wherever the track is, wherever Jamaica is, I'm there. No Jamaican men's sprinter will medal in the Olympics. Can't see it. That is you. I am a visionary. We can see this. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for being with me so early in the morning. We were on from 5:40 a.m. And now it's time for me to reset, refocus, and get into some other things. I may drop video just overall talking about the Jamaican performances at this meet. Yeah, what with that said, just keep abreast for the content. I think later on I may do a watch along with the one in Jamaica here with the Velocity Fest. May do a watch along with that. If not, just do regular videos. But I may do a watch along with it. With that said, though, guys, thank you for joining. Go get some breakfast if it's breakfast time for you guys. If it's not, if it's lunch, if it's dinner, gonna yam some food, and we'll be back later. Bye.